As episode 12 opens, we see Crosshair waiting for his mission in an Imperial hangar bay. He overhears Captain Bragg inform a few clones that they will be retiring, and to no surprise, the clones complain about it being a forced retirement and how they are soldiers. The episode as a whole really displays the transition from the clones to TK troopers to the stormtroopers we all know so well. Anyhow, a new Imperial officer in Lieutenant Nolan, who comes off as overly condescending, approaches Crosshair and briefs them on their mission to an outpost on Barton 4, a mountainous and frigid planet housing an Imperial depot. Right from the start, Nolan makes it clear that he is no fan of clones and believes them to be used equipment. Of course, we see Crosshair take issue with this, but disregards it for now. Once they arrive on the planet and enter the outpost, they discover the remaining clones ordered to protect the outpost and its cargo. The clones who survived the attack by local raiders, a clone captain named Mayday, and two other soldiers named Hex and Veach. As it turns out, the troopers were expecting Imperial aid 36 rotations ago. Lieutenant Nolan exclaims that he is in charge and commands respect from Mayday and his troopers. Mayday explains that, in his experience, respect is earned and asks Nolan how many missions he's commanded, to which Nolan goes silent. Moving on, while Hex and Veach are busy helping Nolan get situated, Crosshair and Mayday are left alone and begin talking and introducing themselves. Mayday a little more eager to talk to someone, and Crosshair not so much. Mayday takes Crosshair outside and begins explaining that the Empire never sent replacements for the degrading equipment and never told them about what's inside the crates they're guarding, because it's apparently above a clone's pay grade, further showcasing the Empire's lack of care for the clones as they are being ushered out. They are interrupted by another clone on the comms and are informed about an attack in the perimeter of the base. Crosshair and Mayday head towards the threat, but are too late as the raiders blow up the shuttle, killing Hex and Veach in the process. Crosshair, along with Mayday, track down the stolen crates and the raiders who attack the outpost on the order of Lieutenant Nolan, who berates them about losing the crates, something of value to the Empire. On their way, they travel through a cave of sorts and Crosshair steps on a pressure mine, forcing him to keep his foot on the mine until Mayday can clamp it and prevent it from exploding. In the process, Mayday talks about the Clone Wars and eventually asks Crosshair what unit he was in. Crosshair initially brushes this off and states that it doesn't matter, to which Mayday pressures him a little, and Crosshair eventually reveals that he was in Clone Force 99. Mayday questions what happened to his squad, and Crosshair tells him that they're gone. Nonetheless, they escape the caves, and after journeying through the cold and harsh conditions of Barton 4, they soon locate the raiders' camp and eliminate every last one of the attackers. They would soon discover what the Empire had stored in the crates they were protecting, revealing armor and gear for the TK troopers replacing them. Just as they're about to leave, an avalanche begins tumbling down a mountain nearby and takes out both clones, burying them in the freezing snow. Crosshair eventually digs his way out of the snow and starts helping Mayday, but soon realizes that he is in need of medical attention. Mayday tells Crosshair to leave him behind, but Crosshair refuses and helps carry him through the now even worse conditions all the way back to the outpost. All of the TK troopers direct their gaze at Crosshair and Mayday, and Lieutenant Nolan makes his way through to them, ordering the TKs back to work. Panting, Crosshair exclaims that Mayday is in need of a medic. However, Nolan ignores this and chastises them about not successfully retrieving the crates they left behind in the blizzard. Crosshair, this time more assertive, tells Nolan that Mayday is in need of a medic, to which the lieutenant denies his request, telling him it would be a waste of the Empire's resources. Crosshair angrily tells Nolan that he could have saved Mayday, and the lieutenant claims that he was expendable and says that Crosshair is too. As the lieutenant is walking away, Crosshair shouts for him and shoots him with his blaster as he turns around, resulting in CT-9904 being taken by the TK troopers to Mount Tantus. Here he is strapped down to a gurney and held for observation, being injected with a sedative of sorts, putting him in a deep sleep. Now, overall, I really enjoyed the episode, and I think it perfectly displayed how Crosshair's brothers back in Clone Force 99 were right about the Empire using him and the other clones, and I think he's finally starting to realize this. Anyhow, I can't wait until next week. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day. See ya.